Anora is clearly one of the frontrunners for Best Picture. If it wins, the film would become only the second to be centered around a sex worker to take home the top prize. The first? Midnight Cowboy, starring Jon Voight and Dustin Hoffman in 1970. Another film gaining momentum is Conclave after winning BAFTA and SAG's top honors. If it goes on to win at the Oscars, this adult thriller would be the first PG-rated film to win Best Picture since Driving Miss Daisy in 1990. Wicked and Emilia Perez are both musicals vying for the top prize on Sunday. A win for either film would be only the second time a musical has won in the 21st century, joining Chicago in 2003. For Emilia Perez, a victory would also be a big moment for Netflix, as it would be the streamer's first ever Best Picture win. International films have gained more recognition from the Academy in recent years, but a win for I'm Still Here would be historic. It would mark the first time a Brazilian production would take home the top prize, and only the second international Best Picture winner ever after Parasite in 2020. Much has been said about the ambition of The Brutalist, but it's also ambitious in length. The film clocks in at 215 minutes. Now, long films have won before, but The Brutalist would be the longest Best Picture winner in over 60 years. That's when Lawrence of Arabia won in 1963, and that film clocked in at 227 minutes. Speaking of epic runtimes, another film with an intermission in the 60s to win Best Picture was Ben-Hur. That film came in at 212 minutes, and it won in 1960. Music biopics have long been Academy favorites, but the only one to ever win Best Picture was Amadeus in 1985. If A Complete Unknown takes the Oscar on Sunday, it would be the first music biopic to win in 40 years. On the other hand, horror and thrillers are rarely honored at the Oscars. If The Substance wins, it would be the first horror film to take Best Picture since The Silence of the Lambs in 1992. That movie famously won the Big Five: picture, director, actor, actress, and adapted screenplay. A win for Dune Part 2 would be a bit of a surprise to some, as many believe the Academy is waiting until the third entry for a Return of the King style sweep. For context, The Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King went 11 for 11 at the 2004 Oscars. If Dune Part 2 does end up winning on Sunday, it would be only the third time a sequel has ever won Best Picture, following Return of the King and The Godfather Part 2. That film won exactly 50 years ago in 1975. Finally, Nickel Boys tells an important true story about systematic racism in America before and after the Civil Rights Movement. Like past Best Picture winners 12 Years a Slave and Spotlight, Nickel Boys is a powerful biographical drama, but it also takes an innovative approach to filmmaking. It uses a first-person perspective throughout the movie. The last notable film to employ this technique and earn Oscar recognition was The Diving Bell and the Butterfly in 2007.